Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. Welcome to our new series, I guess we're doing, called What If Revisited. Because of the kind of attention that the What If TV series is bringing to the What If comics, I figured let's revisit some What If comics and, we can go through like what the stories were, what the premises were, and I'll just do like, if you guys enjoy these, I'll just keep doing them. I'm definitely going to read a bunch of What If stories just because I think they're fun and there's a lot of them that I can revisit. So today we'll be talking about what if Wolverine had killed the Hulk, guest starring the Uncanny X-Men. This story is written by Rich Margopoulos, pencils by Bob Budiansky, inks by Mike Spudito, colors by Bob Sharon, letters by Karen Numry. This was published by Marvel in February of 1982. Um, as always, uh, I'm going to go into the story and just kind of talk a little bit about the premise and just kind of figure out what they were trying to do, what Marvel was trying to do with What If. So, in this particular case, there's two stories. There's one more in the back, so we'll talk about that when we get there. But for this first story, we revisit the first appearance of Wolverine, which was in the Incredible Hulk book when he was fighting the Wendigo. But in this case, instead of the Wolverine killing and going after Wendigo, he actually kills the Hulk. So Uatu the Watcher introduces us to everything that's going on, and he mentions in this one universe there's a slight change. Wolverine gets really violent. He actually attacks the Hulk first. I love the detail that they actually made Wolverine look like his original appearance, even though the cover has his other outfit, and he just kills the Hulk. He keeps stabbing him in the neck until he just dies. It's pretty wild. He's like, "Yeah, I did it. I killed him." The Wendigo is still, he is down, so the authorities kind of capture him. One cool thing is that this book does show the consequences of that. We see here Spider-Man watching the news, the Fantastic Four, Daredevil listening in it, the Avengers. So everyone is aware that the Hulk is dead because that's a pretty big deal in the Marvel universe, right? Everybody knows that the Hulk is probably the strongest. But here's where the twist kind of comes in. You know who else is watching? The Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. I love these establishing shots because you only have one comic to tell your story, so you have to introduce everyone, a lot of narration. Um, so yeah, so the twist here kind of follows. It becomes a Wolverine story where Wolverine now, because the he's on the run, he kind of like becomes more violent. He kills a civilian accidentally. Magneto reaches out to him and sends him to the X-Men as an undercover to sabotage the X-Men from within. I love this panel because in the comics, Magneto has the powers to do pretty much whatever he wants. I love this. You're seeing an astral projection in which I'm transmitting along the Earth's magnetic fields. He could just do whatever he wants. So he's checking in on him, and yeah, the book kind of concludes with the X-Men and the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants fighting it out. Wolverine realizes the error of his ways and just kind of helps the X-Men get out of this mess. Um, but that was pretty interesting. I think it's an interesting turn that Wolverine would definitely be. Um, yeah, he would feel bad for killing the Hulk, and I think there'd be a lot of consequence to that. Wolverine doesn't really join the X-Men until the second wave originally, so that was an interesting change. Now, the backup story to this issue, which you may remember Josh talked about it on our last live. What if there was no Fantastic Four? This was plotted by Bill Mantlo, with a script by Roger Stern, pencils by Alan Cooperberg, inks by Frank Giacoia, colors by Bob Sharon, and letters by R. Parker. Um, Once again, this was also published in the same issue. So here we see the Watcher letting us know, okay, what would happen in a world with no Fantastic Four? Uh, if you've seen the live, you kind of know where the story's going. The comic opens with the same origin story that the Fantastic Four have of going into space, but when they come back, Ben is actually really upset that he is the Thing. He's upset that Sue calls him the Thing, and he ends up leaving the group. So this is the one chain reaction that causes everything that's about to follow. Um, and the team went all out. Here we see that Johnny Storm normally does the floor and the sky to let the people know of New York know that here's the Fantastic Four. We're here to save the day. But now because Ben's not a part of the group, he does the three is just the Fantastic Three. I don't even know if they're called the Fantastic Three. I think they're Um, so this is very interesting. We keep going forward. We do see here. We do meet up with Ben. Ben does come back to New York. We see him meet up with Alicia, who is in the comics canonically, who he ends up marrying in the future. Um, they start a relationship because she is blind, so she can't see what the Thing looks like, but they still strike up a relationship. Now, in this case, because Ben Grimm is not publicly known as the Thing from the Fantastic Four, Alicia's dad actually thinks that the Thing is attacking her. Um, so he never gets to meet her, and they don't get together, which just make Ben. It just makes Ben the Thing even more and more like aggravated, where he ends up causing ruckus in New York. And this is the part that kind of changes everything, because if there's no Fantastic Four, this is gonna have like a butterfly effect with all the other heroes based out of not just based out of New York, just really heroes in here, which is I think the cool twist of this book. Uh, we see here that because the Thing is attacking New York, uh, Peter Parker never makes it to the science fair where he got his powers, because the spider was he never made it, so the spider never bit him, so he never became Spider-Man. We also see here the consequence that Donald Blake was stuck in traffic, never made it to Norway where he found the Thor's hammer. Now this is an origin of Thor from the comics. Is not the only origin, but so in this case we never had a Thor. So the ripples kind of continue from there. There's no Fantastic Four. There's no Spider-Man now. Um, there's no Daredevil because Daredevil never gets in an accident. So while the Thing is still causing ruckus in New York, they call in Dr. Bruce Banner and Anthony Stark. So because these guys are in New York helping out the military, they never end up becoming Iron Man or the Hulk. So there's another ripple effect, which is pretty insane. The consequences that all this had. So yeah, the comic kind of ends with just like no more heroes really, other than the Fantastic Four. So yeah, these stories, both of these were pretty fun, very enjoyable. I'm gonna keep doing some of these videos with some other what ifs, the ones that I find interesting. I read one called "What If Aunt May Died Instead of Uncle Ben," but that one was not as good as this one. So I decided to make this video instead. But let me know down in the comments if you have any other what ifs that you think are fun. Read them and kind of break them down. All of these are available on Marvel Unlimited. That's how I'm reading them. They're also collected into like these big trade paperbacks or omnibuses. So yeah, go check these out. I think they're fun stories. They're interesting twists. Go check out our last live. We had a really cool conversation about the What If episode 1, and then also just about like different what ifs that we've read in the past. So thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. And yeah, I'll be doing more of these. Hopefully, if you guys like them, I'll just start doing more of the series. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.